Hey guys, sorry for delaying the video, but I thought you'd want to know how to participate in our free skin giveaway. Follow these few simple steps to have a chance to win. Subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on notifications, like the video, comment your ID and your in-game name, and the skin that you want. Who doesn't like free stuff and is too easy not to do? So don't miss out and please enjoy the video, guys. What's up everyone and welcome to this episode of Mobile Legends and the 4th episode of Noob to Legend. And we got some exciting news. Yes, you probably guessed that we ranked up. Now I'm not going to tell you what rank until the end of the video. You have to see to the end and then you'll see the rank. But in this match we opted to go with Freya and it's a complete tank build here. So the reason being is because, you know, the team kind of opted that, you know, tank wasn't important. And I said, no, tank is definitely important. And I'm seeing a lot of this in a lot of the games. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but, you know, there's those few games that people just kind of underrate the tank role and how important it actually is. And it kind of blows my mind because realistically, if you don't have a tank and the other team does, they have a huge advantage. So I can't just accept that, you know, we have no tank and basically have to bank on us having to win fast or we lose in the long run, right? At level 15, you're probably going to lose because they have a tank that's able to absorb all this damage while your team of all soft, squishy assassins and, you know, everybody's favorite heroes are all just, they die in like 2 hits, right? They all do a lot of damage, but they're just really squishy and they die in like 2 hits. And that's the thing. Is that if you don't have that piece on your team, I mean, you're already fighting an uphill battle from there. And that's exactly what I wanted to talk about today, was because, you know, I think for us to be able to get to Legend, we have to be a little bit more well-versed. And man, we just barely escaped that fight, by the way, if you just saw that. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, you got to be a little bit more well-versed, right? You have to be able to have at least a few different characters in your wheelhouse so that if the team needs something more, then you can be that, you know? If the team is missing something, I should say, then you can be that for them. And if not, like in this match, I think if we went no tank, we probably would have lost. Like, I think, you know, as you guys know, I'd like to play Karina, right? And if I probably picked Karina in this match, I probably would have lost, to be honest, because there was a lot of times in this match, that Freya tanking really came through for the match, right? And it wasn't like this is not a match that you're gonna see me playing Freya and like completely get crazy stats or anything like that, because that's not my role. I'm not playing the role of carrying, right? And that's another thing, is everybody wants to carry a game, and that's where all the roles got all mixed up, right? So anyways, this was the match to finally rank up. Finally, guys, after just hovering, after 1 win and 1 loss, and just repeating that pattern, we finally hit a nice win streak that ended up ranking us up. And I believe I'm playing this match with one of my friends, FB Bling, so shout out to her. Thank you for being my nighttime game partner. and so a lot of these matches that I'm losing, I'm paying really close attention to what really costed the game, right? And that actually brings up the second thing I want to talk about and share with you guys in this video, that I'm seeing a lot of lack with teams that end up costing you the game, is knowing when to go solo and when not to go solo, guys. And a lot of times these matches are determined by that, because at the end of the game, it's so close that one mistake ends up costing the other team the game, right? Or our team the game. And that mistake normally is someone going off soloing, dying, and then there's 4 against 5 at that point, and if the team charges, there's not much your team could do, and then you end up getting aced, and then the game's over, right? And even at the beginning of the game, it could really cost a lot of damage to the team, and really put you far behind, because unless, you know, you're really stealing turrets, but there's a time and place to steal turrets, right? When you can steal turrets if your team is kind of under control, right? And your team understands, and you're playing with some experienced people that know how to just fight behind the tower and defend the tower, and not get killed, right? Like that's a great time for someone to go off soloing and steal a turret, and make sure you let your team know that, hey, you know, I'm gonna be taking turrets. Just stall them, right? Because if they push one lane, that means there's less people in the other lanes. There's only 5 of them, so you know, count the numbers. If there's 3 in one lane and 1 in the other, there's realistically only 1 left, right? And so you might be able to steal a turret or 2 if your team is under control. If your team is not under control and they're clearly losing the fight, it's not a good idea to go up to the top or bottom and try to steal these turrets while your team is getting slaughtered, because I see this all the time. Like, people take 1 turret, but then they lose 2 mid turrets and their whole team just got killed. So then you put the enemy team up on kills and your whole team is behind on gold now just because you tried to steal that 1 turret. So just understand that, guys. And if you can hold down a tower where there's 3 pushing and there's 2 and there's 2 of you, the longer you can hold that tower down, and communicate with your team and let them know, hey, go steal turrets, we got this, then the better off, because now you got the turret, your team doesn't die because everything's under control, so the conditions got to be right. And this is the difference between being a solo player and a team player, guys. Team players win a lot more matches. If you want to be a solo player, you might be able to get more stats, but it'll be a more frustrating road, and that's what I've definitely learned playing a lot of these matches. And as you see on the screen, like, you know, we push turrets, and you know, we're pretty ahead on kills, 22 to 11 here in this ranked game. And again, Freya, I mean, we're not doing much damage, guys. Look, I mean, we have 2 kills, we have 2 deaths, and we have 5 assists, right? We're not doing much in this game, but we are actually doing so much because we have that tank. I can absorb a lot of the damage for the team. You see, here's Karina here. I can get in front of her, be a shield for her, take the damage, and set her up to be able to put out the damage that she's supposed to do. So really important. And we're gonna push for Lord here, I believe, and we're gonna try to finish the game here. And so I'm gonna request for backup because I'm a tank, guys. I can't do any damage. I don't do no damage. I can't attack a Lord alone. So I'm trying to end this game fast. And a lot of games that I've been playing, they get really drawn out because everybody's kind of all over the place and everybody's chaotic and no one really knows what to do to end the game. And you know, they don't know whether to go Lord, they don't know whether to clear lanes, they don't know whether to group and attack or anything like that. And it's just it's all situational, right? In that situation, I felt like we cleared enough lanes so that we can actually go Lord, but no one was really listening to the pings on that one. And obviously I'm a tank, so I can't really do any damage to the Lord. So we missed an opportunity there. And you know, one thing that also drags out these matches is jungling, right? I guess we don't see the importance of clearing lanes before jungling, right? Obviously we kind of know that and it's kind of obvious, but like, I see it all the time. Like, a lane needs to be cleared and someone's jungling before they go clear the lane, and I think that should be the complete opposite. Gotta go clear that lane first and then go back and take the jungle creep from there, because you need to create and be ahead on those lanes at all times, especially when the opponent's turrets are down. So here we're making a push. We're trying to get down this last layer of turrets, and we are almost at the home stretch. And I realized at this point when I was playing this match, like, oh man, this is the match that I finally rank up. This is it. You know, and when you're on, I think we're on like a 6-game win streak here. And every single match, when you're on a 6-game, 7-game, whatever type of win streak you're on, it's pressure because, man, I don't really want to snap this streak, and you know, any mistake can happen. So that's why, like I said at the beginning of the video, being well versed and having a few different characters in your wheelhouse, tanks, mages, and whatever the team needs most of the time, you got to be that, because that's how you're gonna go on these big win streaks. And here we have a big team fight. We're gonna try to hide out.
I got a bad feeling about this.
And so after all that, we end up wiping out the team, and the game ends because Argus is able to push after we cleaned them out. So that was crazy, guys. And of course, going back to the last point, you can of course go on these big win streaks with using the same character as well, guys. It just increases your chances if you can balance out the teams that you're going to be on because you can't control. But as you guys see, we have officially ranked up to Grandmaster 1 with 4 stars, guys. We're etching in on Epic, so I'm not really sure what Epic is going to bring, different level of players, but I'm just excited because we're right there, guys. But anyways, I hope you guys are also ranking up and succeeding in ranking up in the game as well. And I hope the video provided some value for you guys. Also, if you have any questions, guys, make sure you drop your comments below. I'll be for sure to answer them. But hopefully in the next video, we'll be able to show you more ranking up awarenesses and things that I'm learning along the way. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. And I just wanted to finish the video off with sending out a very huge thank you to everybody and all your support. It's so motivating, and I'm so appreciative of all the subscribers that have come along. I think that we have a very good community growing, but it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you for your continuous support, and bye for now. We'll see you guys in the next video.